This is a leak from the comments that Jaguar Wright done called out both of them in this one live stream that she did. She calling out Choke No Dope, Joke, and Lionel B. So we gonna check this bad boy out. We gonna run this joint from the top to the bottom, baby. Run it from the top to the bottom. How about that?
It's so loud.
Y'all hit that subscribe button, hit that bell. Let's check this bad boy out. It is cold in here. I got my coffee, y'all. Got a big thing of coffee.
Let's see.
Let's see. Hold up.
Well, we're waiting for everyone to get in the room. One like, how's a bear?
There we go.
Thank you, my dear. I stopped in and I was looking at some old content. You know, once upon a time, before Odella and I got together and changed the structure of the way I move around while I'm gathering information and, you know, doing what I do. Right?
Right.
Once upon a time, I used to study the algorithms, like, consistently. There was very little that happened or that was about to happen. You know, I might as well just pocket today and just do the pocket.
Do your thing, girl. Do your thing.
What's that, 𝗗𝗢𝗡𝗞𝗦? Tupac was my friend. Y'all gotta let me know when y'all start that dating game over there. Y'all gotta let me know. Wait, is that a joke? TD Jakes got pneumonia?
Pneumonia?
Is that real?
I think so. Yeah, I've been checking that out too. I think TD Jakes done fell out while he was preaching or something. Yeah, he's setting up for something. Yeah.
How illuminated. But you know, it's wild to me.
Yeah.
Shout out to Corey Holcomb and the 5150 show. Shout out to Darlene. Shout out to everybody over there. I'm telling you. Hi, Kadisha Lynn. I'm going to learn how to say your name right. And I stopped in Kadisha Lynn. I used to call her Katie Shaylin. But Kadisha Lynn, I stopped over her channel too. I shared her live. A lot of people have a hard time accepting the truth. They really do.
A lot of people got a hard time accepting the truth, especially when it's about them.
And by the way, that's a beautiful name. I have a cousin named Khadijah, but it's spelled a little
We still
different.
setting up, y'all. We still setting up. Let's get this thing together.
Over there to Set in the West, we did a live reaction for the Grand National X album. And it was awesome. We had such a good time last night. Yeah, last night's live was, so y'all get over there and make sure you keep subscribing to Set in the West because more of that is going to be going on. And Kadisha, if you could do me a favor, if you could please email me.
Yeah, y'all subscribe to Jaguar Wright's channel. Very
smart. You do not need my help. Matter of fact, when I look at your content, I feel a sense of pride.
Yeah.
I've become the kind of information dealer. I'll be singing soon. You gonna be hearing the new music. You know, this is the studio. Odella's building my recording booth. But all that being said, let me not get too excited. Yes, shalom indeed. Prayers for Wendy. I pray for Wendy every day. Yup, sure enough, Wolfgang gang is ganged up. But when I look at Kadisha's content and I see her go and pull everything. You know, she's a brilliant, hey, Amber. Oh, and Amber, we got to talk, me, you, and Ayasha offline about the threat that was issued to you. That was interesting. The desperation of it all. I can't.
What?
But when I see you go and pull all of those things that I leave on the breadcrumb trail, I need people to understand how valuable that is.
Right.
Because, see, I'm used to people just calling me a liar straight out the gate. But I always leave enough of the real information there for people to be able to go and seek it out for themselves. Because, see, if you can go find it, then it's not about me. The truth is, a lot of you content creators are my receipt partners. And 𝗗𝗢𝗡𝗞𝗦, thank you, Maria. And 𝗗𝗢𝗡𝗞𝗦 is definitely one of my favorite receipt partners on social media. I remember watching her grow on TikTok, but when I saw her bring it here to YouTube, I was so excited to see her in this space. Shout out to the real sassafras. Thanks for the super chat. I am telling you, y'all are my receipt partners. I'll tell you where to go look, and you'll pull it. And guess what? Your content is your content. The content that you created belongs to you. I don't ask for any credit. I don't ask for any money either.
Shout out to Jaguar Wright.
Because it's not about that for me. Thank you for the super chat. It's all about making sure that the right information gets into the right hands. And I just want to say to 𝗗𝗢𝗡𝗞𝗦 and so many other great content creators that are making their way through the shadow banana life of it all here on YouTube, thank you.
All we are trying to do is make sure somebody, some little kid may like my channel and hear what Jaguar is saying, and that kid would take the information and give it to their mother or their father who is deep into the government and say, we need to research this. Or they will convince their parents to help her or do something about all this stuff. That's what we hoping to happen. Anything like that.
Thank you. You guys keep the truth going. Thank you.
Amen.
But more importantly than that, it was the nature of 𝗗𝗢𝗡𝗞𝗦's live this morning that made me just so utterly pleased. Oh, what is this from Y. Turner? Jag, you are amazing. You have positive supporters. Thank you for putting... Oh, listen to me. Yes, Beyonce is a witch. There are trolls in this house. There are trolls in this house. If you see one, point it out.
Go ahead,
Get
girl.
yourself handled up over here, son. Thank you, honey. You know, you never know when the Wolf Gang is going to pop out and show something, you know. Oh, yeah. If one of the mods could drop 𝗗𝗢𝗡𝗞𝗦's link, or 𝗗𝗗𝗡𝗞𝗦, if you could just drop the link to your channel in the chat, I'll make sure I pin it. I want everybody to be going to the places where the truth... Hey, upstate New York, I want everyone to be going to the places where the truth is being discovered. Honestly, organically.
We need to subscribe to that channel.
Thank you. And the title of the live, if I had it correct, because I shared it here on this channel, and I'm hoping that everybody gets over there. And shout out to all 800 people in the room. And we only have 148 likes, and that's cool. But let's keep liking. Let's keep keeping it going. We're all starting to learn how these algorithms work. And we got to support each other. Oh, no shoes and no hair. That's another troll. There's a troll in this house. There's a troll in this house. If you see one, point it out. If you see one, point it out. Boy, I'm telling you.
Get strong.
Your mama ain't got no shoes and no hair. Yes.
Get strong, girl.
Somebody gonna gather you up in a second. But what I was saying was, is that Diddy does have a plan to try to derail the information, derail the chain of evidence, derail history as it actually happened. And he is the kind of guy that has no problem with re-victimizing people all over again.
Watch out there now. Watch
Let's
out.
just keep it a buck. These girls showed up at a very opportune time, did they not? Adria and Lamisha Fuller. Very opportune time. Thank you, Maria, for the super sticker. No, seriously. I do Pierce Morgan. The elites go insane. Ariel Mitchell Kidd drops Adria English as a client after she got drunk and talked with Tasha K, which was suicide in itself, if you ask me. I go on Pierce Morgan and say I have 3 witnesses that are ready to come forward against the Carters. I didn't say against Diddy, I said against the Carters. And then there was the fake C&D, which was nothing more than a phone call from the lawyer Alex Spiro, who tanked the Rock Nation offering so Dame Dash couldn't make any real money off of it. They're all afraid. Don't nobody want Dame Dash to have no money. Don't nobody want people like me to have no money, because they know what we're going to do with it. We're going to mobilize the culture, and we're going to come back and take everything that's ours. You know, it's so funny. Everyone is talking about, oh, Dame Dash, and people saying, oh, you know, he seems so smart, but he's not a great businessman. Yes, he is. He's an amazing businessman because he's been getting screwed in real time in front of all of the world's face. He's been lied on. He's been manipulated. He's been maligned. He's had liquid and paper handcuffs put on him at every turn, and he's still moving forward. But he's a Taurus. That's going to happen. That's how Tauruses do.
That's how us Tauruses do. I'm a Taurus. The bull, baby. Yeah. We got very thick skin. Taurus the bull. Thickest skin in the world.
I would know.
At least I do.
I am one.
Jaguar Wright is a Taurus.
But my point is,
hey.
Why does nobody ever acknowledge that there are forces working in the backdrop to guarantee others' failure? Now, if I'm an honest businesswoman, like for instance, my deal with View It, there's been a lot of people talking about my business deals and what I promised them and what didn't happen. You want to know what I find funny? There's a bunch of bad actors running around here saying that I owe them money for work that they never did, for a deal that they never helped do anything for. And nobody bothered to ask me if I made any money off the deal. If I'm the one that's putting the deal in place and the deal falls through for me, how the fuck is it supposed to work for you? I'm just curious. Because View It owes me $500,000 in losses, damages. They asked me to turn over a list of the celebrities that I was investigating for my series, The Woodshed Project, which they were only using to give to Cuba Gooding Jr. so he could take it back to Diddy so they could scare the people that we're coming for. Why does nobody want to talk about that? The company View It, which Cuba Gooding Jr., Diddy 𝗗𝗢𝗡𝗞𝗦 sat on the board for it, and we did not know. Never paid me or Odell a dime. Odell was just coming to produce for me. They actually offered him a job working for the company, so he was ready to walk away from the jobs that he had so that we could build this network at View It. And guess what? They got us both there, and then they never paid us for anything. They gave us $5,000 for living expenses to help us get set up, and we never received another dime from that company. Not only that, the housing that they provided, they turned over the address to trolls so they could call the police, take pictures of our vehicle. View It did that. Cuba Gooding Jr.'s company. Matter of fact, I'm going to stop calling the company View It altogether. How about that, Mars? Since you don't want to return anybody's phone calls, since you think you're just going to duck your head down and blame it all on Joe and Milton Bledsoe, no. I'm going to drop it off where it belongs. Cuba Gooding Jr.'s company, View It, screwed me over, owes me $500,000. And apparently we're willing to spy on us and give our location. See, nobody bothered to ask why we left Vegas, and I'm going to tell you right now. We left Vegas because we got word that they were sending people to come and extract me 24 hours before Diddy went to jail. Cuba Gooding Jr.'s friend Diddy, they were going to try to grab me and Odell. We packed up, we cleaned up, and we moved out before anybody could get there. View It as Cuba Gooding Jr.'s company. God knows what they had planned. But I'm sick and tired of making phone calls to people over there at Cuba Gooding Jr.'s company, and we get no response. I'm tired of the fact that they just stopped paying the rent so that they could create an eviction story to make it seem like me and Odell were bad tenants and bad clients. I'm tired of people being paid by the diddler and the jigger man to try to find ways to put fake stories on me to discredit me. Meanwhile, lying to me, engaging me in what is supposed to be real business, and doing nothing but tortious interference all the while. Just in case you don't know what tortious interference is, it is an active plot to make it hard for someone to be able to earn money doing their job. That's practically the whole industry. Tortious interference is everywhere, all over the energy, all over the industry. People lie about this person, lie about this person, pay content creators to lie about this person and lie about this person so no one will want to work with them, so no one will want to hire them. Or have, every time you go to work with someone, a bunch of people harass and stalk the people that you're working with so they won't want to work with you. Why does nobody want to talk about that? Because the Jigger Man been doing that to me in my music career for decades.
Wow.
You think this is the first company he bought and paid off to screw me over, to make me look like I'm a bad businesswoman? If they're willing to do it to little old me, why y'all think they ain't doing it today?
Wow. Come on, Jaguar. Talk to him.
That's what money can do. Money can move anybody around. And when you have ties to politics and people with high-level security clearances, that's just utter domination.
Wow.
Why does nobody want to believe that it was Barry Obama and his handsome wife, Michael,
Go ahead, Jaguar.
put together that nasty little business that happened with me at Midway Airport late January 2023? Because it was. And I'm not saying allegedly, Barry. Y'all paid to have me trapped in Chicago so you could have another chance to kill me, because that's what you had tried earlier. Was that 73rd, south side of Chicago? At the Harold's Chicken, me and my nephew. Y'all literally paid someone that worked in there, that stupid, goofy old black woman who kept holding our order and serving everyone else. If it wasn't for me pulling out my gun and telling that bitch I'd shoot her if she didn't give me my food, I probably would not be here right now, or it would have been a very, very, very nasty scene.
You go, Jaguar.
Because as soon as she finally gave us our food and we left, we had watchers there on the roof. They was watching the whole block. 2 all-black SUVs pulled up. 2 different teams of men jumped out of each SUV, ran into that same Harold's Chicken on the south side of Chicago, started flipping over tables, hollering, yelling, with guns drawn, and then ran out and sped off. That happened. I am not lying. That happened. And then after my nephew booked me a plane ticket, another plane ticket at another airport on another, because see, I tried to fly out of O'Hare that morning. That was the ticket that I had purchased. By the way, FAA, I never got a refund on any of those tickets that I bought to get out. And you can stop sending the paperwork to my brother's house in Fort Worth. I have not been there in almost a decade. Y'all have all of my other addresses. Why do y'all keep sending stuff there to try to scare him?
Talk to him. Talk to him, Jag. Golly.
This is how they work. Everybody knows Barry and the Jigga Man are very close. This is the kind of stuff that they do. It is real. So Mars, whenever you and Joe are ready, just call Odell. He'll tell you where to wire the $500,000 you owe us. Otherwise, we're going to be forced to sue 𝗟𝗢𝗡𝗞𝗦 Jr.'s company. And considering how much money I believe is being laundered out of there, that would probably be a bad idea.
Bad idea.
See?
Yeah.
See how that works? So Mars and Joe, you know how to get in touch with us. And please, don't send Benny. Benny's trying to recuperate. Y'all call Odell and let us know when you're wiring us the $500,000 that 𝗟𝗢𝗡𝗞𝗦 Jr.'s company owes me and my fiance. Not only that, all of the lies, all of the promising of this and promising of that. We turned in all of our deliverables and you guys still fronted on us. You didn't give us a dime. Nothing. How have we been surviving? We worked for that company, 𝗟𝗢𝗡𝗞𝗦 Jr.'s company, View It. We worked for that company for 4 months during one of my highest times, when we were just getting the viral tsunami going before Diddy got arrested. They slowed us down, asked us not to go live. What victims are we? Oh, please somebody get rid of Brandy. Brandy's in the chat. There's a troll in this house. There's a troll in this house. If you see one, point it out.
It's a lot of that going around in the music industry, man. I don't mean to stop it, man. Some people don't like when I stop it, but my point is, there has been times when I did work for somebody else's, and I'm not going to say anybody's name because it could be paperwork slowed up. I did work for churches, and I'm the little man. I always say, I'm the little man. Why y'all can't just pay me? Y'all, it's not like $4,000 deals, $5,000 deals. We're talking about companies that got millions of dollars. And it's, why y'all can't, it takes so long to get your check, and you got to put this in. We have done the work. It's been 3 or 4 months and y'all still haven't paid us yet. Why is it like that? I don't understand that. Now it's starting to come clear. There has been times I had to wait 6 months for a big check, and I have been did the work, turned the work in. I can see if y'all didn't like the work. Y'all already using the work, and I didn't get paid. And now here it is 10, 15 years later. Now I'm seeing why.
My ignorant opinion, you're a troll, ma'am. You gotta go. We threw your boyfriend out in his wheelchair. Now you go and get him out of the traffic before he gets hit. Bye, Brandy. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna get rid of you myself. Bye, Brandy. See, these are the trolls.
You do your thing, girl.
Having a hard time letting go. They don't realize that we've moved on. They're no longer relevant. They just keep, there's some trolls in this house.
There's some trolls in this house. If you see them, point them out.
Bye, Brandy.
Can I use that Jaguar?
Name. One of them.
There's some trolls in this house. If
y'all
you see one, point them out.
Now, like I was
trolls
saying,
in this house. If you see one, point them out.
This is how this works.
I like that.
What's been happening to me in my business is the same thing that's been happening to Dame Dash and his. A lot of powerful people working together to keep you from being able to earn a dime, to make you look like you're a deadbeat, to make you look like you're a bum, so nobody will believe anything that you say because, right, you're jealous because you're not successful, right? Tortious interference. Somebody should tell Alex Spiro, maybe he should stop committing it. Anybody who wants to become a moderator that isn't already one, you have to contact our head mod, Ayasha Lachey Bay. And after you've interviewed with her and she figures out whether or not you're a good fit, we do like we always do. The whole team takes a vote, and if you get voted in, then that's that. And that's how it's going to be from here on out, because we can't have any more spies in our camp. We have real victims that we're working for, real victims that we're vying for. We can't afford for any of that information to get leaked out to the wrong hands. Enough of that has happened already. But thank you for inquiring. Now you know where to go. Is Diddy doing damage control? Kadisha, you are absolutely right. He is. Why is nobody bothered by the fact that Adria English is now she's using this new moniker to represent and market herself? She's going by She Diddy.
Huh?
Has no one paid attention to that? After everything she's told us and after everything she's shared with us, is anyone acknowledging or asking why her Cash App tag is now She Diddy?
I think some people don't understand negativity.
It almost feels like a way to pay homage, you know? I don't know why anyone doesn't believe, after all of the scare tactics and the manipulation and the pressure that Diddy and his enterprise have been putting on real, actual witnesses. I do not understand why it's so hard for people to believe that they wouldn't invent a few of their own. That woman is one of the biggest victims the world has ever seen. She has been, especially considering where she started with that scumbag that got her into porn. I don't
Sorry,
think
y'all.
anybody could properly understand what Adria English has been through.
Trying
like
to see the different looks.
When she came to do the Diddy parties, the white parties, and perform there, she felt as though she was already burnt out. She felt as though she was already fucked up in the game. So why not do this? She kept repeating that phrase, and I think it's something that Ariel Kidd taught her. Something of the heart, coercion of the heart. She kept saying that over and over again, using that legal terminology. And when she kept saying that, coercion of the heart, I was down. I mean, it was P. Diddy, right? Why would it be hard to believe that maybe she feels the same way now? It's still P. Diddy. She's watched him get away with things for decades now. Who's to say she doesn't believe he's going to make it through this? Or maybe she needs him to. See, when you break a human spirit, all those drugs, all that abuse, and the sores on her body, all over her arms, all over her legs, they look very reminiscent of a disease that I'm very familiar with. And I'm going to tell you something right now. There are other women who I know have died from the big house in Virginia turned viral on them, you know, that have been associated with that camp. We keep forgetting there are a lot of people in the industry who got the big house in Virginia. They do. You just don't know it because a lot of them are getting enough money and have the right doctors to be able to take the medication to stay undetectable. You'd be surprised how many entertainers are living at undetectable status right now. And understand this, undetectable only means it's not transmissible while the medicines are doing their thing. But the second that that leaves your system, it all comes tumbling down. Y'all seen that girl that Nick Cannon slept with? The one who's just... There's a lot of people that think because they undetectable, they ain't got it. But see, second you go off that medication, shout out to all 2,000 people in the room, 562 likes. I'd love to see another 500 more. That would be great. But let's just be real. We ain't talking about the big house in Virginia enough, because a lot of these kids got it. And a lot of these kids will do anything to keep getting that medication so that they can stay undetectable. We all know a lot of these parties, they like having unprotected sex, and all of that IV drip and intravenous stuff they got going on. I'm serious, G. How do we know that some of these people aren't working out of extreme desperation? Because I can tell you right now, Adria English and Lamisha Fuller, they are living at the bottom. They are living in desperation. And they're being taken advantage of. They have been convinced to come forward and do what they've done. And see, I know it's a plot now because they had her sit with that witch, 𝗗𝗢𝗡𝗞𝗦. And now she's exposed them. But see, I knew it was about to get ugly when I heard her say that I was behind it. That's what they're saying. They're saying that I found these women and I conjured this up and I brought them forward. I'm behind it. How ridiculous. I don't have a personal relationship with either of these women. And then to make matters worse, they doubled down and went and got police footage of me calling the police when someone was threatening to assault me right after I got out of jail June 1st, 2023, at that sober living house that Tasha K's people had me put in so that they could gaslight me to force me to break my bond. So I would have to turn around and go right back to jail so that they could unalive me and poison me again. And that's not allegedly. The robot, Danny Robertson, she has her name all over the police footage. And they said that me and the girl Shay that they threw out because she let me call 911 to defend myself. They're now trying to say that she is Lamisha Fuller. They are now trying to say that Shay and Lamisha Fuller are the same person. And when I look at the people that are pushing all of this agenda, all of them are connected to Tasha K. Every last one of them. She's been doing this shit for years. Her and her team of flying monkeys invented the Legina Gold story. They also invented the CPS girl story, who wasn't, for real, a CPS girl. She never, I'm sorry, hold on, what is this? Free thinker? Oh no, I know exactly who you are. You out of here. Tell Danny I said bye-bye. There's some trolls in this house. There's some trolls in this house. You know what? Hold on a second. Maybe I need to put on. Hold on. Community moderation. I think we do need to go on slow-mo. And you know what? I think we need to make it subscriber mode only. Because the truth is, most of these trolls aren't subscribed. So we're going to put it on subscriber mode only. Message delay, slow-mo, 60 seconds. Yeah, we'll do that. 60 seconds. There we go. Okay?
If you see them, point them out.
Right, we gotta go.
We got you, Jag. We got you.
Fabulous.
Ooh,
there we are.
That's right. Hold on.
I should get rid of some buggers. Now you gotta subscribe if you want to troll. And I slowed it down. I put it on a 60-second delay for the mods because I know it's been going fast and we've been missing things. But yeah, no. I know these girls are being coached. And the second that they tried to put my name to it, they've already tried to spin a story on Jean. They already tried to spin a story on me. Now Lamisha Fuller is actually Shay. No, they don't even look alike. And more importantly than that, I haven't talked to Shay. Hey, Essie. You know what, Essie? I gotta do this. I gotta give you a wrench, Essie. Because I already know the second you come through here, they're gonna start acting a fool. And I am not gonna leave you without a tool. Okay, you got that wrench now, Essie? Bust them upside their head. Shout out to the 2.5 2K in the chat, and shout out to the 800 likes. Thank you. If we could get to 1,000 likes, that's awesome, because then that's really going to push this message through. And I am going to acknowledge the super chats before we go. I'm trying my best to do it. You got it. They're getting past me so fast. But as far as Adria and Lamesha are concerned, these women are victims, and I believe they're being re-victimized again.
You go, girl. You know your people.
Lamesha has been heavily coached, which is why she was desperate enough to sit down with that witch, 𝗟𝗢𝗡𝗞𝗦. And I'm gonna say your name like that every time because I know it drives you crazy. 𝗟𝗢𝗡𝗞𝗦. Say her name and like Candyman, she might just appear. I'm telling you. Psst, she speak to dead people, man. This woman said she was a witch, said that she'd been having conversations with my deceased son, and told everybody that she put a spell on me with a cow's tongue and mustard seeds and all that. These are the kind of people on YouTube, but these are the kind of people that they sent to Adria and Misha. What God-fearing people would encourage those women after everything they've been through to go sit with that witch who taped them without them knowing and then outed them as frauds and then blamed it all on me? Oh, the Jigga Man, he's hiding. He's hiding. And shout out to my girl, Essie Berry, widow and advocate for the late Fred Berry. One of the dancingest, funniest, sweetest guys. What's happening? What is happening? Everybody knows something's off. Everyone knows something's wrong. I have knowledge and information on who is behind these girls. Kadisha, shoot me an email. There's some things I think you need to know. My producer feels as though it's best that I don't get into this fight. But I do have very, very, very specific knowledge and information. And I think it should go to the most worthy content creator who's really fighting the clean, unbiased, good fight. So, Kadisha, if you want to know who's running it, I'll tell you. I sent you an email. You got my email address. If you didn't, it's just jaguarwright@gmail.com. But I'll share it with you. I know you're going to do the right thing with it. It's unbelievable. But what I will say is I'll give y'all this one for free. Choke, no joke. I can't wait to take this one and hang it on your neck. I want you to wear this scam. I want you to wear it like a Flavor Flav prop. I'm gonna take the revictimization of these girls and I'm gonna make sure it sits on your neck, choke. You joke, I'm gonna make sure you choke on this scam. Y'all don't care nothing about these women. And your shout outs, Chokey Choke, Mr. Chokey Chicken. They're all right. You are the chattiest patty in the world, and you are a bitch, sir. That I'll tell you. But understand. and your shout outs, Chokey Choke, Mr. Chokey Chicken. They're all right. You are the chattiest patty in the world, and you are a bitch,
I mean,
sir. That I'll
we just
tell
gonna go
you.
straight there.
But
Jaguar.
understand this.
And she was like really fluffing it. She was fluffing it so hard. She was fluffing it, and then all of a sudden she just said,
"Revictimizing victims."
Use a B.
To try to get a viral moment.
Straight up
on your very
fluffing
struggling, dying channel, sir.
What?
Because don't nobody want to see any of that shit that you got from the tunnel. Because don't nobody get no fuck.
Fluff, fluff, fluff.
Why is it so hard for you? You failed. You didn't quit, you failed. Dane made it very clear. You were work for hire, and not only were you work for hire, you're a thief. You were paid to come to events and be the troll fanboy that you are. You were paid to get the footage and turn the footage over to Rockefeller. You did not do that. You made copies. You took that man's money and you made copies so you could bootleg him. That's what you done. He done told the truth about you. And as for Piers Morgan goes, you know, I got a feeling y'all might feel sorry for some of the choices you've made in your content this year. Because after I finished destroying Choke No Joke,
wow,
for being the secret Diddy doo-wop bop that he is,
wow,
people are going to have some very, very, very serious questions about why you allow any of his commentary, which we will prove is all lies and cap and conjecture. You keep that up. You keep that joke up. And you censor me because Alex Spiro called you and lied to you and threatened you. You allowed them to try to make a liar out of me, and I'm not lying. You apologizing to them essentially said, hey, Jaguar can't be credible, because the one thing you didn't ask for was proof of what I was lying about. Alex Spiro makes a phone call, and all of a sudden, you're apologizing. For what? They never proved I was lying. But you do got liars like Choke No Joke sitting on your panel, making a mockery of your channel. Because everybody who's given that little piece of crap a place to go and lie and line people up is going to look very less than credible, sir. But that's all right. I got you, Choke. Like I said, your shout outs are very telling. Your whole agenda is to try to discredit me and Gene Deal in any way you possibly can. Please, somebody do me a favor and get rid of the ratchet person. Let's get rid of the ratchet. You know what? I'm going to get rid of that fool myself. Yeah, no. I wish I could give it back. But I'm going to keep it because you spent so much money lying about me, little boy. Lying. You see how the trolls are? Thank you for subscribing, because it is on subscriber mode only. Pierce, you might want to start looking through your panelists. Because not only have you had Vlad up there, who's a lying sack of shit,
you need my mods.
knows it, and ain't nothing but a setup king and allegedly an information gatherer for Mossad. Now you got
need my mods, Jaguar.
And
my mods don't play.
Choke is all over the orchestration of these YouTube victims.
So they gonna post something, then they unsubscribe.
Choke is all over it.
Like that means something.
All over it. You gonna wish you never mentioned my name. And if you keep talking about Gene and everybody else around him, I got a feeling there's gonna be some people coming to see you anyway. You talk too much. Who's choked? Some joke. Some joke. Who apparently thinks it's okay to re-victimize victims so his channel can grow.
Who's choke? Some joke. I think what she's saying is choke, no joke, will mix a lot of the truth of what he did and twist the lies to make it seem like, especially Gene. I don't remember him saying anything about Jaguar Wright, because we did a reaction of him and he talked about Gene compared to Courtney.
I'm sure there are people that are broadcasting me right
no
now.
Joke.
They love to do
hey,
that.
I don't know, and I'm still studying.
Kadisha,
but you lost some points because Gene against Courtney. My bad. Courtney and Gene.
But I
come
want
on, y'all know what I'm
know
saying. Y'all know what I'm saying.
I have verified it with more than
lowercase
10
c,
creators.
baby c,
you people have been
and Gene,
busy.
lowercase c,
and you've been
and Gene, big
money.
Gene,
Do you know what
big Gene. Means? Come on, man.
This is public corruption. That's a crime. This is public corruption. And all those cash apps and all those super chats, every instance of one of those is technically...
We about to email you too, Jaguar.
Wire fraud. Every time you knew those women were lying and you passed out their cash app and asked people to pay for those lies, that was public corruption and fraud. Y'all were defrauding the public. I mean, it's been over $25,000 collected on behalf of those girls so far.
I don't understand that part. Sorry, y'all. I'm not going to rewind it.
Manager's getting a nice bonus. Imagine that, managing these victims and you getting a money piece of the cash app, you're taking your management fee, and you making content, and it's monetized. That's like a three-way, that's a 360 deal. Just
Thank
like
you for explaining to me. She heard me, y'all. She heard me.
What's going on, Florida? This is that.
Which girls? Which girls?
What I will say is to the people who are managing Adria English, aka She Diddy, and Lamisha Fuller, I will not allow y'all to take this and hang this on these women and vilify them and walk away and say, hey, I'm just a content creator. Oh, no. I'm going to make sure every last one of you are held accountable for every dollar you have stolen from the public in these women's name and on their shame. Y'all people are pathetic. So desperate for content. So desperate to go viral. YouTube, they keep up in the cut, you know? 10 years ago, you could make real good money on YouTube. And for the YouTube content creators who were back then, see, they made their bulk money. And they already locked in. They AdSense is going AdSense regardless. But for y'all up and coming, that 45 to 60%, they taking out of everything you got. It's probably looking a little different with the value of the dollar going down as fast as it's been. They are revictimizing these women and they are profiting off of it nicely. But I'm going to tell you something right now. When victims start having conversations where they're asking for percentages of YouTube content creator videos, how would a victim know to ask? They're not content creators. What would they know about the value of the analytics and how the AdSense dollars add up? How would they know that? They're victims. They're sitting with you on your channel. They're talking to you. They don't know how this works. How do they? Unless they were coached to know. Oh, the ads was adding, especially on a couple of channels that got started on this story early.
They go.
And
They
then
go to
putting
Jaguar
up
Wright.
that Cash App, say. Putting up that Cash App. My. Wire fraud. Y'all are defrauding the public. You're giving these stories. You're convoluting real details. You're assuming characters of people you're not. You're attaching people's names that have nothing to do with anything at all. And you getting some money. You getting a shiny, huh? Oh no, he made it very clear. If anybody used any of that content, he was going to strike them for it because he's going to collect every dollar off of every video. Let me tell you something right now. I'm going to ask everybody to not attack these women. They are being used in the sickest way. Desperate people do desperate things. Please know and believe that. Do not judge people by that. I'm not interested in talking about what happened, what didn't happen. I just want to make sure that we focus on the agenda that me and Natanya Rubin started last night for these young
Come
women.
on, Jaguar.
Keep them in prayer,
Who we
keep them
talking about?
encouraged, and keep them in God's love. That's all we can do. Clearly, these people are desperate. They ran to a witch who played the shit out of them and then labeled them as liars, prostitutes, drug addicts, and whores, and then tried to say they were working for me. And then she want to run around and talk about, yeah, Jag came to me and asked me. The witch's name's 𝗗𝗢𝗡𝗞𝗦, and she goes by the governors. Her channel is a walk with the ancestors. I suggest you stay far away from it because she's a whole witch. She just admitted so just yesterday, sitting with the A2 titties boy, who sat there and let that bitch lie on me, talking about she gave me information and she did this for me, and then I would go off and do lives and pretend like I got the information. I never needed information from you. You needed information from me. And let's just be clear, 𝗗𝗢𝗡𝗞𝗦. You ain't the governess or nothing but dick sucking. Real rap. You used to have to do that. It's funny you became a lesbian just so you could feel empowered after all of the shame you went through. You remember the things you told me about your childhood, all the times you were sodomized all the times you were essayed by force, and that's why you became a lesbian to begin with. Unfortunately, you got a taste for teenage girls. And I'm not saying allegedly, 𝗗𝗢𝗡𝗞𝗦. You also have a taste for menstrual blood.
Whoa.
And I'm not saying allegedly, 𝗗𝗢𝗡𝗞𝗦. You're a piece of shit. And every mole on your face is evidence that you are just as ugly as the entity that you serve, which is the devil. Who would send those girls to that kind of person if they wanted them to get help? This is the same witch that set up 𝗟𝗡𝗡𝗞𝗦. She helped set up 𝗟𝗡𝗡𝗞𝗦. She lied about everything. And that's who y'all sent her to. Y'all sent those women that you said you wanted to help. The only thing I'm interested right now, I think these women need to be focused on wellness before witnessing. Don't you? These women are not well, and they are in the hands of very, very, very duplicitous YouTube content creators, more like scavengers. You got to ask yourself, what kind of person would put themselves in this position to be this heavily scrutinized and have to deal with the online attacks that they're going to deal with for years after this? People are going to be going in on them for years after this. These women are already desperate. Do we want to see them unalive themselves? If they're relying on the grace of duplicitous content creators to help them survive somewhere in a shit hotel in Texas, this is disgusting. So let's put the responsibility and the accountability where it really belongs. Rather than people coming to me asking me to defend lies that were told about me, which I'm not going to dignify with a comment at all. Not at all. How about you go back and ask all of those questions that you want to know from the content creators that brought them to you? Why is it that these content creators get to come out and start all of this hell, throw all of these people out here, and they act like they never had nothing to do with it? Meanwhile, their video was the first one out, the first one to go viral. I mean, I can get it. Being homeless in a car, making your way all the way out of that car, and then watching your channel go down and watching that money go down. I bet you'd do anything not to go back to that car. I like them. Get to come out and start all of this hell, throw all of these people out here, and they act like they never had nothing to do with it. Meanwhile, their video was the first one out, the first one to go viral. I mean, I can get it. Being homeless in a car, making your way all the way out of that car, and then watching your channel go down and watching that money go down. I bet you'd do anything not to go back to that car. I like them.
Did she say it?
Desperate people do desperate things. Has anybody checked Lionel B's credit report?
Now, she said it crystal clear with no chasers. She said it crystal clear.
these content creators get to come out and start all of this hell, throw all of these people out here, and they act like they never had nothing to do with it. Meanwhile, their video was the first one out, the first one to go viral.
Jaguar Wright.
Being homeless in a car.
Mess with you.
Making your way all the way out of that car.
Wright.
And watching your channel go down. And watching
Wright.
your money go down. I bet
I
you
am
do anything
down with you. I am down with you, girl. Let's do that one more time just in case. I thought that's who she was talking about.
Desperate people do desperate things. Has anybody checked Lionel B's credit report? Why don't somebody run a credit check on Lionel B and see if he needs the money?
Stevie Knight. Shout out to Stevie Knight. Shout out to you,
foreclosure?
Stevie Knight.
Anything about to be repo?
What?
A strip club habit that might be a little bit too out of control? With substances involved? Is anybody bothering to check if this pussy needed the money?
I thought she said his name right then and there.
Why don't we go back and look at all the other content creators that might have
check my credit report, baby, please.
To sit there and do all of this explosive content with these women and not have a mental health care provider involved from the very beginning to make sure that their emotional well-being would be okay through all of this scrutiny and all of this hell in the new OJ case? Because let's just be honest, Diddy is the new OJ. Everyone's going to make a shitload of money. Which is why I invited Dr.
Check me out, baby.
And I will
check me out, Jaguar Wright.
Of mine, Dr. Sunshine, who broadcasts on KBLA out there in Leimert Park in LA. I'm inviting them to come and get into this and help us structure these conversations where we're taking care of the wellness first. Wellness before witnessing. Wellness before witnessing. Had any of these women sat down with a mental health care provider and had any counseling at all for anything in any way before they did anybody prepare them to be ready to be able to deal with the emotional fallout of everything that they're saying? Wellness before witnessing. Let's make sure that they can be the witnesses, the healthy witnesses that they can be. Let's make sure that their mind, body, and soul is intact to deal with all of the energy that this is going to drain from them. This is a draining, grueling process. And Cash App and cheap hotel room and wish list ain't going to get you through it. These girls need counselors. And I pray that they were listening last night. I pray that they were listening to Dr. Megan. I need to get them copies of her book. They need to read it. And there were some women that came through to the live last night.
Yes, talk to them.
That said that they were counselors and they were registered counselors and they would like to volunteer their services. I'm asking everybody to get over to thejaguarwright.com. If you are a mental health care provider and you would like to help, these women get some kind of counseling, get some kind of something that they need, please let us know. Because cruelty-free artistry, let us not forget. Let us not forget. Adria wanted to be an artist. Coercion of the heart. Remember, she kept talking about it. She still wants to be an artist. She still has a passion. You're shouting out everybody she wants to work with. There's still a passion there.
Yes, she did. These
women need therapy. They need counseling. and they need constant support. The things that they're saying, whether they're true or not, or whether they're just, messed up little. Oh, Misha's a songwriter too? See, I didn't know. Let's get these women help. Let's do what all of these other content creators who are busy worried about making money off of them. Let's give them help. Because if those stories that they told y'all made some of y'all lose sleep,
need help.
Whether it's true or not, they're ingesting all of that. They're ingesting all of that. For one Cash App at a time? Are you kidding me? Dude!
Right. Let's get them help. That's what I've been saying that from day one.
Matter. The emotional toll that's coming along with all of this is way too much. They need to get well.
Amen. I done lost sleep.
Period. I'm not interested in talking about any of their stories. I'm not interested in talking about any of their details. I'm not interested in talking about any of that. I'm interested in talking about who's collecting percentages of all of those Cash Apps. I want to talk about who's been earning off of these girls' pain. Healing, wellness, strength, first before witnessing.
Yes.
I tell you what, all it takes is 2 people to make a federal conspiracy. Just 2. That's the rules now. 5 to make a RICO. There are 5 content creators right now that I know have been all working together to take advantage of these girls. Sounds like a criminal organization to me.
Help.
People have strategically lined these girls up.
If you're human, you need help. We are here to help. Jaguar.
Charging money all the way.
We here to help.
Asking for percentages.
This girl.
Overall gross watch hours on that AdSense check. It's interesting.
Whoa.
Interesting. If y'all encourage those women to lie for profit, that's y'all crime. These women are sick. I'm sure they both got mental health diagnoses that will keep them from being prosecuted for what they were encouraged to do by bad actors.
Wow.
But those bad actors? Oh,
wow.
Public corruption?
Please come do a credit check or whatever
all of
on the Music Recording Network. Because I feel the same way you do, Jaguar.
Y'all got these,
and if we accidentally did something wrong, if we accidentally did it wrong, I want to know so we can fix it.
Juiced it up. You got them no mental health care. You've done nothing to support them as people. Just use them as ATMs. These women are not to blame. It is y'all. Now we got you. We got you. And choke, you're gonna wish you had of. My God. Stupidest thing y'all could have did was try to attach my name to this, because that was only evidence that you were trying to find a way by any means necessary to discredit me. You can't do it. You can't do it. I ain't got nothing to do with these girls. I've had nothing to do with these girls. Mentioning me is nothing more than a clout chase and a lineup. And if you're willing to use these girls to clout chase me and to line me up at the same time, then it means you never had any good intentions for them at all. Oops. Y'all should be ashamed of yourselves for what you did to the girls.
We got work to do.
But what I do think is for all of the federal agents
We
that
got
are
work to
watching
do.
this live broadcast, because I know you are high feds, I think it's time for you to start questioning the content creators that are coming up with all of these exclusive breaking news stories with no real validation. Two people make a criminal conspiracy. 5 people? It's a RICO. And the truth is, all of this is being done with malicious intent. You're trying to hurt real Diddy victims by exploiting questionable ones. That could be causing mental distress for some people that are still on the fence about coming forward. I mean, sounds like a crime to me. Let's take a poll. Put a 1 in the chat if you think it's a crime to re-victimize women who have already been severely victimized at their most desperate moment in life. Put a 1 in the chat if you think that's a crime. Put a 2 in the chat if you think it's just smart content creating. It's one thing to break a story. It's another thing to invent it.
Yes. Amen.
I think we need to go back to the beginning of these women's entrance into the YouTube verse. And we need to see the content creators. We need to take a real look at the content creators that brought them to all of us to mortify us and to just rip us apart. So we'll give them,
or should I do a turn down with,
to help them heal and never get them a therapist.
Go Jaguar, it's your birthday. Go Jaguar, it's your birthday. Go Jaguar.
Leave these women alone. Y'all want to do something for these women? Get them help. Help us help them. I know Natanya wants to help them, and I am going to support her. But I think where we need to start is with their mental well-being. This is going to be a lot of pressure and stress on them. And these content creators are just going to take them and throw them out to the wolves to be made fun of. Like they already started last night making fun of Misha's appearance, making fun of her police arrest record for prostitution, making fun. Yes, they're already doing that. See, they need content.
Yes.
The Diddy story is huge.
Me too.
And only the relevant ones who actually have really, really, really good content are going to make it. The rest of these people are going to fall to the wayside on this app.
Yes.
They'll do anything.
Not no more.
And the main person who throws out the chum to these scumbag content creators is Latasha Transrena Kibi. Who has the AI her husband into photos with her so people can believe this.
We're going to take care of that. Don't worry about that.
It's not even just greed. It's desperation. It's desperation. This is what the demonic National Convention Party has done to America. They have screwed up our resources. They have screwed up our trade. They have screwed up our imports. They have screwed up everything. And we ain't got no money. Everybody's broke. Now you think about the people that don't have a lot to offer in life. Making money online is probably the fastest, easiest way most losers in life can get by. But if YouTube keeps upping the percentage of what they take and the value of the dollar keeps going down, the economy has stressed America out to the point of desperation where people online see value in re-victimizing people so they can get by. This is why we needed Trump to get back in and move things around, because I'm telling you, G, humanity is fucked. These people that are using these women are doing it because they're just as desperate as they are. Boom! No, God is not asleep. Let me say that again. These content creators that are taking advantage of these desperate victims are just as desperate as they are. Thanks to the Democrats. Let's get these women help. They're gonna need it.
Shakalaka.
Kaza, if they're not respectful, get their asses the fuck up out of here. And I'm not talking about timeout. I'm talking about hide people from the channel. Let me thank you for all the super chats. Thank you, Rare Sense. Thank you. And 𝗗𝗢𝗡𝗞𝗦, look forward to talking with you. I trust the information that I have. I trust it with you most at this point. Content creators, beware.
I am ready to help.
You all have a moral choice, an ethical choice. Are you going to create content that's going to do a service to the community, or are you only going to worry about raping it? Thank you, Rock On. What are y'all going to do? Do you want to be real content creators? Or do you just want to be vultures? Picking at carcasses on people whose souls are dying and have nowhere to turn?
Yes.
We got to get back to humanity, guys.
Or
this live took a whole nother turn. I was supposed to have been talking about why Corey Holcomb and Cam Newton had to sit down and have a real conversation, and Cam just really couldn't wrap his mind around the reality. I want to challenge Cam Newton to a conversation, because Corey said, I live in Hollywood. I know how these niggas get down. I know they gay. And Cam said, but you're lying on them because you don't have any proof and you're just lying on them. And look at how unfair it is to them.
Hey, man.
So you know what, Cam? I got an idea. I know they all gay. I do. Especially Will. You want me to give you proof? I got recordings of private conversations with me and Brother Bilal. And then you can apologize to Corey Holcomb for calling him a liar. Because Will Smith is a stone cold eggplant parmesan pro. Saucy to the max. The things he's done with children, though, are the most troubling things. I love London right back. Will needs to be locked up. His own assistant thought so as well, for the stuff he did to his son. And all the things he made his son do under MK Ultra and drug-induced. You know, I don't know why people haven't hung Jada high for introducing psychedelic drugs into her children's lives while they were still in their teenage years. I don't understand. I don't. They admitted that out loud and everybody was okay with it. I'm telling you for a fact, I know that Will Smith has had forceful sexual engagement with Meek Mills, August Alsina, and Bashir Gray. And Belial told me that he had had sexual relations with his own son. Those are boys. Those aren't little girls.
Wow.
Those are boys. Cam? What you mean Corey Holcomb is lying? Those are boys. That would mean he's gay. People done sat there and told you how Dwayne Martin was taking him to Pound Town. Lisa Ray done already told everybody how Dwayne stole her husband from her.
We are just,
paid attention
wow.
to how insane that is in itself. Dwayne Martin stole my husband. And nobody wanted to believe her. Yes, save the children. Look at Bashir. Busting it open on OnlyFans. And you want to know what's sad? He got a real life mama, he got a TV mama, and don't neither one of those selfish bitches give a shit. If I see Taraji P. Henson cry one more motherfucking time about how she was mistreated by Oprah, maybe you didn't eat her pussy good enough then, bitch, allegedly. Maybe Fantasia's more eager, allegedly. Like, you people are insane. How many stories do we have to hear about Diddy sodomizing men? Why don't people want to realize that these are gay men? And they're not even gay, because real gay men claim it. Y'all know what I think about them. You know what I say. And I ain't got a
allegedly
here on mobile upload. You know how I feel about them. And it's just sad. Why don't nobody want to believe these men are gay? Since when do straight men enjoy the sexual gratification of men? Straight men don't do that. They don't. Gay men do that. Exactly. Listen to me. The bisexual thing, I'm bisexual. I'm a woman though. It's different. Bisexual on a woman is very different on a woman than it is on a man. Because the truth is most men that I know that are bisexual end up going all the way later anyway. Like for most down low gay men, they do the bisexual first, and then they say, I just found the right person and it happened to be a man. Look at Clyde Davis. He was married to women. Oh! No they did. Oh!
wow.
Wait a minute, they froze me.
What? Nah, cuz I ain't.
They froze me. Ooh. They froze me.
That's
they
crazy.
Stopped me. See, here go the poll. They mad because I'm eating up their scam.
Mm-hmm.
We had over 2K in this
I
one.
see.
And we've been holding that shit. We got we almost 1,500 likes.
I see that shit.
And 230 super chats.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, Jay. Keep on talking.
End it and come back.
Stream.
They froze me.
Storm in the chat.
Don't worry about it.
These niggas is wild. Everybody.
Mm-hmm. Oh my goodness. Don't worry about it, Jay. Keep it moving.
See? They did this one. Look, the super chats are still coming in. Let the chat go.
Yeah. They said we can still hear you, so.
Y'all can still hear me? Yeah. See, that's what happens when you go and start taking money out the devil pocket and giving it to the kids.
Let's do this next live. I was gonna show you something. I'm mad. Look at this shit.
Oh, it's crazy.
But look at that.
No,
they froze him, man. That's crazy.
My uncle taught me a trick. I might be able to make it work. We can link it back together. No. It's just, it's a simple thing. You can hear me? Okay,
man,
guys,
that's crazy.
We're gonna do this next go around because I got some vinyl that I wanted.
Yeah,
it's gonna make you mad. It's gonna make you mad. That's all. I wanted you to look at it and kind of.
Oh, I forgot you got the records. Oh my goodness. All right, guys. I'm telling you, we're gonna come back. They got us messed up. I think they started reporting me, y'all, for no reason. I don't know why. I'm having an honest conversation. All right. I'm going to wait a minute. Okay, let's get to this poll. I was just trying to wait and at least let a third get into the room. We got 2,200 people in the room. So let's see. A third would be like.
That's crazy, man.
We're almost there now. All right, hold on a second.
She's definitely frozen,
they froze
y'all.
me. Should I come back? 93% says yes. The trolls, 7% said no. All right, y'all. We're going to get this stream yard going. And then, thank you, Rare Sense. They mad at me. Ooh, they mad. No, we going to come back. Me, Wolfgang. So it's going to be the Jaganators and the Wolfgang gang. We're going to get back in here. He's pulled out vinyl. Oh my God. Wait a minute. Ooh, Chocolate Factory album. Oh my God. Columbia. I haven't seen. Oh, Big L. Oh, I remember this. MVP instrumental. Oh, I'm going to have to take some pictures of this. Shout out to Big L. And for those of you who are true hip-hop heads, y'all should know what I'm experiencing right now, sitting here looking at this. For those of y'all who know me, Lamont Coleman was probably one of the greatest things that I ever got to witness in my life. I remember when this hit the streets.
Wow.
It's been so long since
Froze
I saw
her.
the vinyl.
Her video, I never seen somebody go on live and they video just froze. Never seen that happen.
Lord Finesse for Funky Man Productions. I haven't seen this in so long. This demonstration is not for sale. Columbia Records. I remember when people used to really honor the value of wax.
Wow, I cannot believe half the stuff. I'm trying my best to remember.
Shout out to the Green Bay Packers. Are they playing today? I haven't paid attention.
But what I'm going to do is I'm just remembering and going over in my mind the most
with
important
the Diddy
part.
You know?
That,
all right.
That
as long
Jaguar
as we
said,
get a message, right? Oh my goodness!
And I'm learning. I'm practicing, y'all.
I am gonna come back.
Jaguar Wright. And remember her name. That's locked.
We're gonna be in StreamYard. I don't know. We're gonna see how it goes.
Lowercase C. I'm trying to forget his name.
All I'm gonna say is, you notice how when I started finally talking about why people can't accept gay men being gay, look at what they done.
Please credit.
Look at what they done.
Please do a credit check on me in my because I want to be a helper.
This is a whole new sport. It is a blood sport.
I want to
Make
be a
no
person
mistake about that. The Diddy thing, I'm telling you, it's like
to
the
help
Special
these
Olympics
victims.
for perverts.
I don't want to
And man,
do anything to hurt them.
It don't stop and it don't quit.
I'm still listening, y'all, so I'm gonna turn it down.
Shout out to all the mods. I'm shutting this down. They mad at me. Oh, they mad. And I ain't even say, you know it, you know it's liar Cohen. He's sitting there. I swear to God, he was probably trying to sleep in today or took him a little nap. You know what I'm saying? After milking cookies with the kids. No, Daddy. You know what I'm saying? He probably just, you know, they probably got somebody that just be sitting there in the office. And anytime I get to saying something that's real that they can't stand, they call them up.
Amen.
She's doing it again. Hit the button. Hit the button. Ah, hit the button. Hit the. I wonder if they got a Jag button at YouTube headquarters. I'm telling you, it is. It is the Special Olympics for pervs. It is. This Diddy thing. Look at what it's doing. Look at what it's doing. Between Trump derangement and the Diddy thing, man, America is on tilt. Yo, keep America in prayer. And we'll be back in a few. Love you guys and thank you for the 1,500 plus likes. We appreciate it. And share this live. And tell a friend to come and kick it with us. And hopefully, you know, we don't get zapped again. Bye.
A Jag button. A Jag button. Amen. Peace. Golly, Jaguar. What have I just witnessed? These girls need help. These people need help. These men need help. Ron Jr., the producer guy who got a court case out. Help. Don't judge people. Help people. Don't judge the people. Help people. Don't exploit the people. She said somebody's name, and me and Steve Knight, we feel the same. I was like, yo, man, we need to spread this information and try to help them in some kind of way. We all trying to make money with our channels. I get that. We are all trying to make money with our channels. I'm trying to make money with our channels. But what I'm trying to do with my money is help people. I am trying to help people. That's why I like Jaguar, because Jaguar will cuss you out. Jaguar will point the finger at you real quick. Other people will keep their mouth shut and be like, they doing wrong, but my mother told me if I can't say nothing good, don't say nothing at all. See, I'm not like that. I'm more like a Jaguar. I got thick skin. I'm just like her. I'm a Taurus, the bull. I don't take no bull. Lowercase c. I don't take no bull, lowercase c. You can sit there and act dumb and look stupid all you want, but what you doing is wrong. You can sit there and y'all can interview these victims. But I know one thing, Jaguar Wright, I am 100% on your side. In fact, if I accidentally did something wrong, I want you to tell me, because I'm going to straighten it. Real talk, we straighten our stuff up. And that's where I stand at. I don't care what's going on. I want to help people. I'm going to get on up out of here. Y'all take it light, take it slow. Tell them Uncle Mike told you so. Peace out.